Hello, my name is Michelle Knoll, and I'm running for state representative in the 44th Legislative District. And I'm here today to fill in a little of that space that you're missing homeschooling your kids while we're in quarantine, adding some science and art to your day with your children. If you'd like, try this out. It's a program that I learned when I was working at the Science Center a long time ago about mixing colors. We know that STEM is about science, technology, engineering, and math. STEAM incorporates art. So it's science, technology, engineering, art, and math. So the first thing you can try, if you have some shaving cream around your house, you can take it and put it into a bag. We're going to be talking about mixing, whoops, I need a new one, mixing primary colors to create secondary colors. So I'm going to put some foam in a bag. I've often, when I directed and taught at a preschool, you can clean a table really easily this way. Try not to use menthol if you let kids play in it on a table. It sometimes burns their hands. But for today's purposes, we're going to keep it in a bag so it's not messy. You just take regular food dye and put 3 primary colors, a couple dots of blue, drips of blue, a couple yellow, and a couple red. And what we're going to do with the primary colors is we're going to mix them together once I seal the bag and create secondary colors. I'm going to zip it closed and be very careful about that. If you don't get it closed properly, you have a big mess on your hands, literally. So now you start to smush it together and mix the colors, and we're looking to make green and orange and purple. So let's see, I've got some green in here. I've got some orange on the back. Purple is always the trickiest one with the foam. Let me see if I can get some purple in there. A little bit of purple up in here, a little bit of purple. And kids like to play with this. It's a nice sensory activity. It is something that you can let them play with until all the colors are kind of one continuous brown, but that's a fun thing. This is something you want to throw away when you're done, however. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take graham crackers and break them apart into one of these small boards. We're going to take and put yellow on one end of this cracker and yellow on one end of this cracker. And then we're going to put red on the other end of this cracker. And we're going to put blue on the other end of this cracker. Now we're going to take clean knives, and if you're going to work with little ones, you can make sure you use plastic knives. And we're going to mix the blue and the yellow together to make green. And then we're going to mix the red and yellow together to make orange. So what we've done here is not a chemical change, this is a physical change. So you've incorporated art and science. Your older children, sometimes even little ones, can add the color to the bag, can add the color to the icing. They can help you mix the icing. This is just purchased icing, but you could certainly mix this with some confectioner's sugar so that you create your own icing. Now we're going to do blue. We're going to add some blue to one half of this cracker on this end, and we're going to add some blue on this end. You might notice I have dye all over my hands, so sometimes we wear gloves, but right now during the COVID-19 outbreak, it's a little bit, gloves are pretty precious at this point, so we're not going to use any gloves today. We put red on one end of this, blue, and now we're going to mix it together to get purple. So once again, this is not a chemical change, this is just a physical change. And you can make confectioner's sugar icing with about 3 cups of confectioner's sugar, half a stick of butter, and vanilla and 2 tablespoons of milk if you'd like to do that. I'm a big proponent of the arts in schools. There's your purple, because we know that some kids are very good at science and math and art and technology and engineering, but maybe somebody is just good at the arts, and so we want kids to be successful in education. As an educator, I feel like I would bring a lot to Harrisburg. Very few educators in Harrisburg right now to help understand the cost and the time cost, as well as the money cost of the testing that we do in Pennsylvania. But most importantly, this is a delicious science experiment that you can have as a snack. So please remember Michelle Knoll for State Representative in House District 44, and please visit my website at Knoll4PA44.com.